So, and I'm reading from an article from balleralert.com, which I will link in the description of this video, so you can check that video, or you can check their post out as well. Okay, Cardi B and TikToker Raymonte go back and forth online over ghetto brand endorsement commentary. Cardi B and social media influencer Raymonte had a back and forth on social media after he made a few comparisons between him and herself. The social media personality recorded a video firing back at people who called him too, quote, ghetto to get brand endorsements. He compared himself to Cardi, who people frequently call, quote, ghetto, yet she is still allowed in spaces and has a strong string of endorsements. Quote, as a black person, you guys say that, quote, I'm ghetto, but Cardi B, who doesn't look like a visible black woman to me, Raymonte ranted, adding, quote, she is very, very ghetto. She's way ghettoer than me. She's way hooder, gangster, greasy than me. She was outside with the damn Bloods. Y'all don't say that this lady is ghetto. Y'all don't say that she isn't marketable. It feels like everyone can be ghetto and black besides ghetto and black people. This didn't sit well with Cardi, the article goes on to say, who fired off a series of tweets slamming the TikToker for including her in his discourse, which initially stemmed from his feud with Essence. And now I'm going to read the article from Essence that got everybody talking, okay? And it all stems from Raymonte's recent birthday trip that he went on with a few pretty well-known, I want to call them celebrity influencers now, because that's what they belong to be called. Dre Brown, Malik McIntyre, and Davey Bad. They all have hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of followers across platforms. So, Raymonte, very famous as well on the social media circuit. Essence wrote a little write-up about him and said, quote, this is all from this article that is now deleted, unfortunately. They said, instead of focusing on the drama, there's a larger conversation surrounding brand opportunities. If you're chronically on X, you've probably seen the influencer BD Trelly Lil Brother all over social media. I probably said that all wrong, but known as Raymonte. His comical commentary and authentic personality reveal a different side for influencers. His online presence has grown tremendously over the past year, and he's become one of the go-to online personalities you've probably seen on the timeline. They go on to say recently, the Zillennial drew attention to himself by curating a birthday trip with several Zillennial influencers, who I've already named. The trip became the highlight of social media. You guys, clips were all over, okay? As many Gen Zers treated it like a reality TV episode, and each post grew in popularity. As views on TikTok, Instagram, and X continued to gain traction, a major conversation grew about brands failing to respond to major influencer moments like this. For many Zillennials, becoming an influencer has become a career possibility. And one of the significant moments in the industry is brand trips, showcasing your influence among brands. And basically, this post, and I'll play this video from Workplay Slay. She went on kind of I wouldn't say a rant. She basically said what needed to be said. And I completely agree with everything she said, so I'm going to play that here, and I'll also link her profile in the description as well. And follow her, because I really like her content.
Am I the only one wondering why there wasn't any brand deals for Raymonte birthday trips? Like, there was at least 4 or 5 influencers with over 500,000 followers, all making get ready with me, come with me to the airport, entertainment, all type of stuff, trending sounds, the whole 9. And I mean, every video that was posted, at least 100,000 views a piece. And I guess I'm like kind of irritated because I've seen so many of these influencers say, oh, brands tell me I'm not marketable or whatever. I had a friend just do a video and that's what they were telling her. And she has like 2 million followers. And it's like, not marketable. Have you seen the engagement? Have you seen the views? Like, do you see the fashion? Especially with a lot of people asking for more authenticity and relatable content. I don't understand why brands feel like we're not relatable or influencers are not relatable, because they're themselves. Like, what brands y'all think should have been pitching to them, or who should have pitched to get some sponsorship or something? Like, I just felt like y'all missed the ball. Y'all dropped the ball for sure. And as an up-and-coming influencer, do you think you can't be yourself when making content? Do you feel like you're censored when making content? Like, I know that can be a hard tie on what to talk about, what not to talk about, what to do, what not to do.
Brands frequently, continuing on with the Essence article that is now deleted, which I will also link in the description. Brands frequently falter in their engagement with Black influencers due to several systemic issues in the marketing industry. With a lack of diversity and representation within brand decision-making circles, there could be a misstep on which influencer brands should focus. As we keep seeing Black creatives put themselves out there online, these should be the moments brands look at as a way to connect with the next generation. When the voices at the table do not reflect the diversity of their consumer base, blind spots emerge. Brands may overlook the significance of collaborating with Black influencers or fail to appreciate the value they bring to their campaigns. As we saw during Raymonte's birthday trip, it continues to show the missing element brands need: diversity in influencers. Authenticity is essential in influencer marketing, and brands that fail to recognize the importance of genuine connections miss opportunities to build trust and loyalty among diverse consumers. And I'm gonna just show you guys some of what Malik posted right here of just how good the content was. The content was contenting. You get me. Here we go.
Happy 24th birthday, Raymonte! Okay, so what's your favorite Raymonte quote?
Excuse me, ma'am. You look so beautiful, elegant, classy, rich, upper echelon. You are right.
Why would you cut me in line? Oh, now you want to call the police? Oh, now you want to record me too? Oh, you see all this cheeky ass? I'm gonna dance for you. We made it. DeAndre is making fun of me because I want to bring a bottle of wine to the house. Why? Oh my God. We have to stand out here and wait a long periodically time for the buses. The buses is nasty, the buses is filthy. The buses is not new. I'm late to all my appointments, doctor's appointments, jobs, interviews. God, it finally came. Okay, so he came not landing until later. So dinner is at 11, so we can stop and get some tacos.
I want those pussies.
These nice people pay for our stuff because they like DeAndre's outfit.
Tell him it was free.
I did tell him it was free. Hola.
Oh, what's going on? I thought this man left us, yo.
Hungry, huh?
Damn, I'm sorry, Niece.
Feel harder, wanna feel your heartbeat louder. Take you higher, we can go where you wanna.
Here's to being 24, being like sexy and all that. So.
Tell her when to stop. Keep going. Keep up.
I'm gonna go off and then I want to show y'all what I was wearing. I'm wearing AC Miyake, head to toe.
Let's hit it, cheetah.
Bottega Veneta, and the glasses are from Prada. Alright, to dinner. Yeah, we going to the restaurant now. We don't know what restaurant we going to. We just said take us to a place with good steak. So let's hope for the best, okay? Why don't you just meet me in the middle?
Your birthday?
No, it's not my birthday. It's his birthday. It's Raymonte's birthday.
Yeah.
Cheers to the girls' weekend. And we're back. The 90s.
Oh, Lord have mercy. They drained me.
So the article went on to say Black influencers are often underinvested compared to their white counterparts, despite research showing Black consumers' immense influence and purchasing power, honey, because we got coins too. Okay, let's be clear. Brands frequently give smaller budgets and fewer resources to campaigns featuring Black influencers, or just simply don't invest. And that's fact. We've seen that being proved time and time again. This underinvestment perpetrates inequalities within the influencer marketing landscape, and undermines Black influencers' potential to reach broader audiences and drive meaningful brand impact. By recognizing the value and importance of Black voices in shaping culture and consumer trends, brands can improve and contribute to a more equitable and inclusive space for the next generation of creators. Now listen, I agree with everything they said in that post, but here are the critiques that I have. One, I feel like they should have actually talked to an influencer. I feel like they should have reached out to an influencer and did an actual story or a profile on an influencer. I think that element was missing there. And then secondly, I think the element that was also missing was, concrete data and facts about that inequitable, mention that they're talking about, or that underinvestment. Like, data-backed statistics are missing from this article. And they unfortunately deleted the article, which I hate that they did because that's like a journalism no-no. So, Raymonte then saw that article and commented about it. He said, "OMG Essence, thank you for the article, but this is kind of hypocritical. You all have invited numerous other influencers to events, never me, and the same with BET. Does this sound like, oh my God, this sounds like Amanda Seales all over again. I have a large following and my supporters keep me afloat, so I don't cry over spilt milk. I don't need a pity party or deep dive into why I am not marketable. Don't use me as the example when you contribute to the problem." Now, Essence deleted their post and their tweet, but Raymonte was like, "Please don't delete the article either, because I called you out as well." He really didn't want them to delete it. But people had his back underneath the post. They said, "You put that very eloquently, Raymonte. They'll use your story for a moment, but won't consider you to be invited to important moments." Someone else went on to say, "You're marketable. If they can find the money for conservatives, they can find the money for you. It's a bit short-sighted considering that queer Black people spend a lot of money on fashion, makeup, and fitness." Another one said, "When they could have simply just extended a deal, business offer, or invite. Perfect choice of words, Raymonte." So Essence responded to Raymonte by saying, quote, "It has always been Essence's mission to champion creatives, amplify Black voices, and ensure that we are diversifying spaces that are non-traditionally occupied by us. Our intention here was to introduce our audience to you as a brand and as an influencer. This trip placed you on our radar. And we believe that you are more than deserving, as the article stated. Super disappointed that this was the response to an angle of uplifting, learning more about you, and wanting brands to recognize what you bring to the table. Everything isn't for everyone, and we received that moving forward. Wish you the best. Keep going." Now, I'm not going to drag Essence because you can just Google them and you can see all of what people are saying about them. And honestly, I just feel like they said what they said in their response, but I think they just could have done a little better job here. I think they could have done a better job in profiling the positive, aspect of this whole situation. That was their whole intent. They said it in their thing. But instead, they just brought up the fact that, he's so say not marketable. That's not productive. Now that we've discussed Essence versus Raymonte, let's get into when Cardi B kind of got involved.
So I wasn't going to talk about this anymore because it was like, y'all know I don't like to drag things out, but the videos y'all keep saying I'm ghetto and da-da-da-da-da-da-da, and it throws me off because none of my videos am I walking up to people selling them empty. They purse, give me everything you got. I don't think I'm as ghetto as everyone tries to make it seem, and what bothers me as a Black person, you guys say that I'm ghetto, but Cardi B, who doesn't look like a visible Black woman to me, and this is no shade to you, Cardi B. This is no shade. This is just literally a fact, and we're speaking on colorism and all those type of things. She is very, very ghetto. She's way ghettoer than me. She's way hood gangster greasy with me. She was outside with the damn Bloods. And y'all don't say that this lady is ghetto. Y'all don't say that she isn't marketable. It feels like everyone can be ghetto and and black besides ghetto and black people. And again, no shade to you, Cardi B. I'm just doing a comparison. My content has always been uplifting women. I've always said so many things about women, like to encourage them and be amazing. And I might make a little joke about a relationship or a boy or something like that. And I might say, bitch, but that don't make me a fucking gangster, thug, psycho, man. I literally don't get that. I have so much positive content that I don't even say a cuss word in. That is so uplifting with so many people, so many diverse groups, ethnicities. So what do y'all want to put me in this ghetto, sad black trope for? I am from the hood. Yes, I am. But I have layers to me. I can have a deep, articulate conversation with you. Stop criticizing me. Another thing, I have always been an advocate for higher education. I have always sent people in college money for food. I tell people to stay in school, get your degree. I talk to people with their 9 to 5 and say how people with 9 to 5s push the world. I talk about body positivity, all type of things. So what do y'all be wanting to make it seem like all I say is shake your ass and turn on the damn cheap beef? Because I don't.
So Cardi got wind of what was said in that video and responded to Raymonte on Twitter with, quote, "It's crazy because when I became famous, people said I'm ghetto, talk shit about my accent, called me dumb because the way I speak, say I got no couth, talk about my teeth, my braids, my 2 buns. And to this day, no matter what I accomplished, I still get called a stripper, all because I'm from the ghetto. People misinterpret me because apparently I'm loud and ghetto till this day. Call me a hood rat and all. When I sat down with Bernie Sanders and Joe Biden, they called me a ghetto stripper." I think she means like people called her ghetto, not Bernie and Joe. "Why is it that y'all gotta use me to make y'all comparisons? Cause y'all only see the glory, but not when I get dragged 24/7. Leave me the fuck alone, or leave me TF alone and out of y'all's." So that's what she said there. I love that her bio is Miss Dangerous. So now I think Raymonte began replying to her because he did not mean any disrespect towards Cardi B. The article goes on to say, he pointed out that the Bodak Yellow star has been afforded opportunities that other black people who are perceived as, quote, ghetto do not get. Quote, "Girl, why are you getting so mad at the comparison? I'm saying you are successful and reached heights that visibly black people, ghetto people, have a harder time reaching, that act just like you. I'm not saying you don't deserve success or how you act is bad. I'm saying that if someone that was my color or darker acts the same way, we will never receive the same awards or love. You're being very dense. Suckahana, Sexy Red, the City Girls, the list goes on. You've had major campaigns that, quote, ghetto black women and men like me will never get. It's a deeper conversation. I'm not trying to offend you at all to not think you have it easier to be seen as marketable because your lighter is crazy." So Cardi responded to him again, like she's going back and forth with him on Twitter. She said, quote, "That's not what you said. You said nobody called me ghetto and now you moving the goalpost. You know why I'm at where I'm at right now, because I took all those no's and recognized what I had to change. I had to change the way I talk, the way I act, and the way I respond and how I present myself. You're ignoring all of that and playing the color card because you don't like me and it's fucked up. You using all these other women. Sexy Red is making bangers and on tour with Drake, and I bet money she's gonna win Female Rapper of the Year because she's grinding and working hard, and not letting people call her ghetto distract her from the top. So miss me with that." Raymonte responded and said, "You saying I'm using other women when me and you had our talk months ago. You said, why don't I call Ice Spice a Mexican? You bring up other people, not me. I'm not bringing in any other women in this. I think y'all are great. It wasn't to offend or hurt you in any shape or form." As the feud did go on, the article from Baller Alert, shout out to Baller Alert, they did a great job chronicalizing all of this. They said in the article, As the feud pushed on, Cardi offered an olive branch and a word of advice. She encouraged Raymonte to be patient instead of calling out people and making unnecessary comparisons to his own career. And she said, quote, "Here's my advice to you, Raymonte," basically being like, we are done with this child. Oh wait, there was more. There was one more thing from Raymonte that I wanted to call out, and then where Cardi basically put the squash on everything with her response to this tweet, saying, from Raymonte, quote, "All I was trying to say is that her being ghetto or getting called ghetto doesn't hinder her career. Essence wrote an article and asked why was my viral birthday trip not sponsored by any brands, and y'all said it was because I'm, quote, ghetto and not, quote, marketable. So I'm giving an example of another person who is, quote, ghetto that has reached a high level of success. It didn't hinder her, so why should it hinder me? That's all. Didn't mean to offend her or get her dragged. I used her as an example because her, quote, ghetto ratchetness is what helped propel her career. It was called being relatable. This is not no stand Twitter shit. This is real life politics within the Black community and entertainment industry. I'm confused on why I'm getting so much hate." Cardi B responded and basically ended the whole situation by saying, "Here's my advice to you, Raymonte. It takes time. Right now, I get brand deals for over $5 million per campaign. I got social media famous in 2014. My first brand deal from Fashion Nova was in 2016 and $200 a post. You could reach any height no matter how ghetto or where you come from. Just remember the key is to be patient and be humble. Blessings." And that was it. So, what do you guys think? The Baller Alert article continues and says, it appears Raymonte was trying to address his controversial Essence write-up when he entered the beef with Cardi. His birthday trip, which he took with several other Black content creators, was highlighted by the outlet, expressing the importance of them getting equal opportunities as their white counterparts. Raymonte then took offense to their piece, claiming that Essence has never invited him to events. Unfortunately, Cardi caught a stray during that drama, though hopefully all can be put to rest now. So I have to ask, what do you guys think? Few things. Do you think Black creators are afforded the same opportunities as white creators? Do you think Raymonte and his birthday trip should have gotten a sponsor? We don't know the full details, like did he reach out to people or what? But do you think like a trip that big should have been sponsored by someone? Do you think a brand should have came in maybe at the last minute and sponsored the trip? Let me know in the comments. Lastly, do you think, child, Cardi B, baby? Lastly, the beef between Cardi B and Raymonte obviously was a side to this whole thing. Do you think that that was a productive conversation to be had in the public eye? And do you think it will have any impact on Raymonte or Cardi B? Let me know down in the comments as well. And guys, the conversation continues with this topic. You can check out one of my other videos here. Very similar topic discussed to this video. And make sure you subscribe because the conversation ain't over. Let's keep it going. Make sure you subscribe and turn on those notifications so you don't miss the next video. And thank you so much for watching. See you in the next one.